What's going on, Screaming Eagles? This is Jet Eagle 101 here. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. In our last video, we found out who murdered the director of Kew Gardens. It was two people, actually. It was the deputy director and Mrs. White. Ms. White. So, with that, we decided to go on a new case and figure out what happened here. It seems like our little friend Wiggins' brother has been accused, so we're going to help him out.
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Let's assume who he is.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti and Leighton Chapman both have identical Westgate Prison tattoos. They were most likely acquainted.
Interesting thought.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach. A dreadful wound.
Dreadful indeed.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Yes, indeed.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
What's this? Sorry.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look. This shard of wood is quite new.
Oh. A key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Who knows? Deduction? The only thing we got so far is it's a double murder. Let's go talk.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Varro reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Alright, let's observe who you are. Nothing here. War veteran. Weak leg. Limping.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard two gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw two bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
I think I may have got a match. No?
A fairly long pole with a forked end. I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
This pole should do it.
This should be useful.
Oh,
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a 3rd shot fired in this street.
and just to be sure.
Mr. Holmes, did you see...
Yes.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
All right.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Oh,
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
I shouldn't look for Mr. Holmes here. He's hiding in Half Moon Street.
Really dark here. Can't really see anything. I really can't see anything.
No, this is not how I walked at the time of the crime. I was more attentive. Let's start over again.
Where did you go, Sherlock? Oh, there he is.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Whoops.
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Let's see about that. There we go.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Modestly, huh? This is pretty common. Not a bad place, I would say.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
A cane?
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Interesting.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Wait a minute. I see something.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Something. I think Mr. Turner's trying to hide something.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Kitchen table.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp. There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Interesting. So let's see here. I want to examine.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Let's see here. Let's see how that worked out. Fast forward this. Goes back to the body.
No, it didn't happen this way.
No? Oh, okay. I think I know what happened. Let's fast forward this again and see what happens. We might get the right answer for this one.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Yes, what did you find?
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now, what a find! A precious jewel, concealed inside a book. A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Seems like Mr. Turner was hiding something. Alright, let's talk.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I don't think so.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Really? I don't think so. What about this?
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Well, it is what it is. A poor man trying to make ends meet. Yeah, before I head back to Baker Street, I'm going to stop by Scotland Yard to talk about the prison tattoo with Leighton. But before I do that, I remember there was a woman at the end of the street that could help us out with a testimony.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Hey.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Flash.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Yes, it is.
Locked.
There's a locked door, so that does not do me no good. Let's go back to... Oh, whoops. I meant to go to... I went to the wrong way. Hopefully that takes me to Scotland Yard. Yeah, it did. Alright.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
In time for interrogation, we must figure out about your time.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I don't think so.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Old acquaintances. No. That can't be right. We need to investigate this a little bit more. So, let's do some more research at Baker Street and see if we can find anything else. Let's see here. Chemistry, poison, toxin. No.
That is not the one I need.
No? Which one was it? That's botany.
That is not the...
Oh, here we go. Haha.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
Let's look in the newspaper, 1885. Ooh. Interesting, interesting.
Here it is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
It should, but we are not going to do that right now. We're going to actually end the video from right here, which I hope you'll enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you got something to say about it, hit it down in the comment section. Want to be part of the Screaming Eagles for more exclusive content? Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification for more upcoming videos by Jet Eagle 101. And as always, I'll see you later. Have a good one!